Once the 14 realms of existence and the plane of earth was created, Lord Brahma decided to begin the process of populating these realms. And with that desire in his mind, he dove deep into meditation. Since Brahma wanted to create beings who would be the epitome of perfection, he invoked Lord Vishnu, from whose navel he himself was once born. Lord Vishnu answered Brahma's call. Pleased with this endeavor of Brahma, he blessed him that the first successors of Lord Brahma will possess Lord Vishnu's divinity in life. Vishnu encouraged him to continue meditating, contemplating in his mind on that very desire with all his heart. And Lord Brahma did as instructed. And in time, 4 baby boys came into existence, materializing right from everything that is pure in Brahma's mind. They were the first 4 Manasputras of Brahma. He named them Sanak, Sanatan, Sanandan, Sanatkumar, and he adored them completely. As time went on, Brahma taught them the 4 Vedas. He told them of Lord Vishnu, whose blessings helped them attain form. He made sure his boys were perfect in every way, and thus 5 years elapsed. And in all those years, the boys grew up witnessing their father busy creating one thing or the other. As the 4 grew up, they were filled with curiosity. Lord Brahma did introduce them to the 4 Vedas, but even the knowledge of the divine books couldn't satiate them. Engaged in the creation evermore, Lord Brahma invoked Lord Vishnu to help him, like once he had when he created his sons. It was then Lord Vishnu appeared as a swan, his Hansavatar, who then imparted the knowledge of moksha, the ultimate goal of life, to Sanatkumars. If moksha is the goal, then why does Father remain so drowned in temporary creation? The Sanatkumars wondered. After Lord Vishnu left, they asked their father about it. Lord Brahma answered that it was the purpose behind his existence, to create, and that the existence of every being is to serve a purpose. The boys then asked, what was their purpose? To populate the universe, Lord Brahma said, with their progeny, so that they can pass on everything they have learnt. The boys look at each other, confused. They ask,
But Father, isn't the goal of life to attain moksha? Freedom from the cycles of life and death?
Yes, but nevertheless, one does need to perform their duty in life, to pass on what they learned and attain moksha through it.
The boys contemplate.
But Father, if moksha is attaining supreme consciousness, and the Vedas say that every soul is in fact that supreme being devoid of all the limitations of life, then why don't we begin searching for him while we are free of the very bounds of life?
Lord Brahma was speechless and impressed at the same time. He replied,
It is fine to be curious at this age, but clarity arrives with time alone. You'll grow up, and one day, you will have all the answers.
But the boys were not satisfied, for time was of essence to them.
Father, we would rather be young and have this clarity than be clouded by life. Hence, we have decided to be celibate for the rest of our lives, not engage in procreation, and devote our lives to Lord Vishnu, the Father of all,
says Sanatkumar.
As for duty in life, we will preach what you have taught us, everywhere we go. Bless us, Father, so we be successful in our resolve.
Lord Brahma was enraged. His sons, his own creations were going against his wishes. Brahma couldn't accept that his first creations were such a failure. Even though he was angry, his love for them didn't allow him to curse them. Hence, he accepted their wishes, but foretold them of the consequences.
Then so be it. By lieu of your divinity, you'll always be young in your childlike form forever. But the clarity you are so sure of, your form will overshadow it. You'll be made fun of and not taken seriously.
We accept it, Father.
The boys proclaimed in unison. Before they departed, Lord Brahma imparted upon them the last bit of knowledge.
Sons, life comes to be by the union of the Purush and Prakriti, the man and the woman, the material and the spiritual. If you only choose the material, your relationship with the spiritual will be strained. Hence, try to balance them in life.
With that, the four boys take blessings from their father and set out voyaging across the universe, and ultimately make Janalok, the fifth of the 7 upper realms, their home. They live a life befitting of an ascetic, ever meditating upon the graceful swan form of Lord Vishnu. And then one day, the desire to witness the Lord in his illustrious form arose in their hearts. Just as the cause is oblivious of the effect, the boys set out on a journey, not knowing that all was part of a divine play of the omnipresent, paving the way to an incident that would impact the eons that was to follow.